phrases. So let's recite the types of sentences in the following text. The tramp read the diary. He laughed. He returned a page. He read it and he laughed again. He leaned towards the German girl and said a few words to her. The Egyptian was clowning. The noise in the room continued. Soon the young German girl was offering chocolate for the second time. Her voice was very soft. The tramp was unfolding his magazine slowly. He stopped suddenly. He looked at the chocolate, but she had given him no chocolate. He unfolded his magazine, then he destroyed it. If you look at this text, you'll find that it has many sentences in it. Though the sentences are not very long sentences, these are sentences of different length, right? They are clauses. But within the sentences or within the clauses, we have different types of other constituent, which we may recognize them as different phrases. They can be noun phrases, verb phrases, or other types of phrases. So let's try to isolate the phrases, right? Just make a try on your own. You'll see that these constituents fall into various grammatical categories or constituent types: noun, verb, adjective, adverbs, etc. These are different categories of phrases. So we have noun phrase, the constituents such as the tramp, the diary, he, a page, it, German girl. It's a noun phrase because they have the noun as their head. For example, the tramp read the diary. The German girl read his diary. The Egyptian read his diary. With noun phrases, we can replace them, or we can say the tramp read, the German girl read, the Egyptian read, or read his diary, read his magazine, read a page, etc. Similarly, in the second sentence, we can replace the all the noun phrases with other noun phrases. So constituent which can appear in the same environments or context said to have the same distribution. So that's why we all call them noun phrases. The constituent have as its most important element a word of the class of noun: tramp, diary, page, chocolate. So we call them noun phrases. So noun phrase chocolate, because chocolate is the head of the noun phrase. So there are many other elements which we find in a sentence. For example, the tramp read the diary, right? So here we have word the tramp and read the diary. This is generally known as article. We can pick them up from the sentence and we can simply say tramp read the diary and the meaning will still remain the same. But if we pick the head word tramp and diary from their slots, the sentence will become meaningless. For example, we can say the read the. It will be a meaningless sentence, right? Whereas the tramp read the diary and a tramp read the diary. However, within the 4a and 4b, there is a difference. The specify a certain tramp, right? This tramp has been previously mentioned in the text. Similarly, the diary specify a certain diary which is previously mentioned in the text. However, a tramp shows that it has not been specified previously. Similarly, a diary shows that this diary has not been specified previously. So we say that the and a are there, especially the is a specifier, obviously, and a is also. Similarly, his magazine and her voice. Here we have his and her. They specify a certain possessor. They are possessive pronouns and genitives. Thus also function as specifiers, narrowing down the reference of the noun phrase in which they occur, right? So his magazine, his refers to a certain person. Her voice refers to a certain person. So they are also specifiers. Other possessive pronouns are may, my, yours, its, etc. For example, we can see the baby hates its pram. I like my new dress. So its refers to the baby, and similarly my refers to I. So demonstrative numerals are also specifier. We can look at them in these sentences. Which reporter will interview all the players? So all two boys found these diamonds. 2 is numeral. Both the girls enjoy classic. Wo both, and then half in the next. They're all specifier because they specify certain nouns. However, we need to know a few things. For example, if numeral occur in a structure of a noun phrase, they typically follow words like my, our. If you look at this, the 3 girls, so 3 is a numeral, right? It follows the word the, which is a specifier, or as our previous knowledge, it's a article, right? A definite article. Half, both, all, and double typically precede both my friends, right? So both comes after, before my, right? Similarly, all my friends, right? So they come, they precede these words, half, both, etc. Half the glass, so we half precedes the, both the girls, both precede the, all my friends, all precede my, right? Items like those mentioned which precede the noun phrase head belong to the grammatical category of determiner, right? So depending on their position relative to each other, determiners may be determiner like half, both, all, double. They comes before their nouns, or central. They come within the phrase, right? Determiner, the, a, this, that, my, etc. Or post determiner, the like numerals, the 2 boys, right? So determiners function as specifier in the noun phrase. The head of a noun phrase may also be preceded by adjective phrases which modify the head phrase, like good boy, young, boys, expensive, diamonds, classical, music, etc., etc. So since young, expensive normally precede the head, they are said to pre-modify it. Pre-modifier follow determiners. For example, if we have the good boy, the young boy, right? So it follows the, right? Young comes after the. An important difference between specifier and pre-modifier is that they are realized by totally different categories of word. The function of specifier is realized by the fairly limited collection of items which we call determiners. Specifier are very few. So whereas determiner can be of many types. The function of pre-modifier is usually realized by adjective phrases or other open class elements. So we know that pre-modifiers are adjective of different types, quality, color, size, etc., right? And they always come before their noun.